Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whatever time of day you are watching. Thank you for joining me. Have you ever thought to yourself, I never use this rear wiper, or even know how to. Let's just delete it. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So, I bought this kit from ZSD Design, and as the name entails, they mainly specialize in Nissan Z products. But this kit is compatible with 50 different models, now including the Jeep Grand Cherokee. No, this is not a sponsored video. I bought this with my leftover unemployment money. So, what do you get in the box? Well, a sticker for one. That alone adds plus 5 horsepower. Then you have this nicely bubble wrapped Ziploc baggie that has everything you need. And inside that baggie were more Ziploc baggies. The amount of baggies I had made me feel like I was a drug dealer. But in the kit, you get different size stainless steel hardware, beautifully machined billet aluminum inner and outer brackets with a silicone rubber gasket that can withstand anything, unlike the cheap rubber washers they sell at Home Depot. Now, I reached out to ZSD Design and they were kind enough to offer a coupon code for my current and future subscribers. So, if you tap or click the link in the description and use my code THISGUY, you will get 5% off your order. Alright, let me show you how easy this is to install. First, open the cap on your rear wiper. Then you will need a 10mm socket or a wrench to remove the nut holding the wiper arm. When you remove the nut, make sure to remove the wiper blade as well. If you want to know how to change all your wiper blades, tap the link in the top right hand corner. Now, this part, be gentle but firm. The wiper arm is pressed onto the motor shaft and is most likely rusted underneath. Some penetrating oil might help, but I did not use any, and it just came right off. Alright, time for the fun part, removing the plastic liftgate cover. The cover is held in by 2 metal clips, a bunch of plastic clips around the edge, and the liftgate lights are attached to it as well. I found it easiest to pull down starting from the glass and work your way around. Don't forget, as you pull off one side to disconnect the light from the cover, you don't want to rip it out. All it is just a quarter turn and it comes out. Since you're going to be taking the cover off, at this time you can change out your liftgate lights to some brighter LED ones. I did, and here's what I used. But you can use whatever brand you like, just make sure it's a 194 bulb. Don't worry, you shouldn't break any clips taking the cover off. And this is what the inside of your cover looks like. You have yellow and green clips around the edges. That is where your liftgate light goes. I've taken this cover on and off at least 15 times by now, and while filming this video, I finally ended up breaking one green clip. If you do end up breaking any clips, I'll have the part numbers for them down in the description. Let's move on to removing the wiper motor. First, you'll want to unplug the power cable, then use the same 10mm socket or wrench to break free the 3 bolts holding the motor. After that, remove each bolt one by one and make sure to hold onto the motor on your last bolt so it doesn't hit you in the face when you take it off. Alright, now close the liftgate and remove the rubber grommet. Save your parts if you ever want to go back to stock. Take a second and clean the area around that large hole you now have. The reason for this is that you don't want any dirt or debris to compromise the seal with your outer cover. Make sure the silicone seal is on the larger part of the outer cover. When you go to place the cover on, do your best to put it slightly lower than center on the glass. Then take a piece of masking tape and put it over the cover so it doesn't fall out. Now, let's grab the remaining pieces for this kit. You'll need the shorter bolt and lock washer. Put the lock washer on the bolt, and if you would like some additional security, add a little bit of blue Loctite on the threads, like I'm doing here. Then, take your blue Loctited bolt and put it through the inside of the inner cover. It was not designed to work this way, but this way works for the Grand Cherokee. To screw in your bolt, you'll need either a 4mm or a 5/32 hex key to screw it in. I'm sure somewhere you have one laying around from all that IKEA furniture you have. When you're tightening it down, don't overdo it. When you feel resistance, stop. Before you go putting everything back together, let's check that seal. Put a paper towel around the inner cover and pour some water over the outer cover. If the towel is dry, then you're good to go. So, This is the part where you can potentially break your clips if you're not patient and careful. I attach my LEDs first and I let them hold the cover for me. This is much easier with a second set of hands, but I didn't have any. Do your best to line up the clips with their holes before you go pushing them in. Just go slowly around the edge and don't forget the one in the center. And now, close your liftgate and admire the work you just did. Don't forget to take some pictures and tag me and ZSpec Design on Instagram at DSRTSage and at ZSpec Design. And that's it. Thanks for watching.